What a lovely day today is, in every sense of the word. It's gorgeous. It's warm. It's beautiful. The sun's out, but it's also a day of love. Because in Judaism, today is the 15th of Av. And the 15th of Av is the day that we celebrate love and relationships and marriage. In fact, the Talmud tells us that the Jewish people didn't have a greater day than Yom Kippur and Tu B'Av and the 15th of Av. Now what's so great about the 15th of Av? So we know, of course, that when the Jews were in the desert, the spies came back on Tisha B'Av, on the 9th of Av, and said that we can't go into the land of Israel. God punished them, and He told them they won't be able to go in that generation. And every day, every year on the 9th of Av, those who turned 40 passed away. And on the 40th year, when they didn't pass away, they thought they miscalculated the dates until another day, until on the 15th of Av, Moses told them that death was over and they were going to go into the Holy Land. So really, Tu B'Av is a transition between destruction and sadness to celebration and joy and opportunity and hope. But also the rabbis tell us that in ancient Israel, in the Holy Land, in Jerusalem, during the time of the temple on the 15th of Av, all the beautiful women would go out to the fields, and so would do the men, all those seeking to find a match, to find a groom, to find a bride. And love would be in the air, and so many matches were made and weddings were created on that day through the love. And that's why today we don't say confession, we celebrate the 15th of Av, and also we focus on finding and helping those who need to find love, to find love. We all know someone who's looking to find their bashert, to find their husband, their wife. And we know how hard it could be when you're looking and you can't find. And it's our job today to make that effort, to think of one friend that we could help, that they should be able to find their love and their partner, their half soul. And those that are in relationships and need help to better their relationships, we need to help them, because in Judaism we believe marriage is not about two souls coming together. It's about two halves of soul reuniting the way they were up in the celestial beings before they came down to this world. That's the story of Tu B'Av. Celebrating love, but true love of partnership, of becoming one. What does the Torah tell us? Al Kain Yazov Ish, a man leaves his mother and his father and he cleaves to his wife and he becomes one. Marriage is about two halves of souls becoming one. But also the word Ava, love, which today is Love Day, Ava, comes from the root word of Hav, which means to give. The basic tenet that Judaism teaches us is that marriage is not about taking, it's about giving. You know the cute anecdote people say, marriage is when two people become one. The trouble is when they try to decide which one. Or as they say, when the AT&T guy came and he rings the bell, and the couple comes and they open the door and they're screaming at each other and kvitching, and finally says, "Excuse me, could I speak to the boss of the house?" And they look at him and they say, "We're about to decide that now." But in Judaism, the word Ava, love, comes from the word Hav, to give. Because Judaism teaches us that the true love is not what you get from a marriage, it's what you give. If you truly love someone, it's not because of what they're going to give you, it's what you're going to give them. You could love chicken. You don't love the chicken. You love the way it tastes. You love what it does for you. You love the pleasure it gives your palate. But you don't actually love chicken. Because if you loved it, you wouldn't kill it. And the same is true in every relationship. True love is when you have ahava, when you're ready to give. And that's why the deepest relationship is of a parent to a child. Because there's nothing more than what parents give children, and we're constantly giving, and therefore the relationship and the connection is so deep, greater than children will have for a parent, because they don't give. Parents give. And that's why Tu B'Av, when we celebrate love, we need to understand the fundamental thing of what love is. Love is to be able to share, to give, to care, to love someone for who they are. There's a famous anecdote with Rabbi Levi Yitzchak of Berdichev, the famous defender of the Jewish people, the Hasidic master. At one time he saw two drunkards and they were talking, and he said, "I learned something so important from them." They were both drinking a bottle of booze, and one was turned to the other and said, "I love you." And the other one says, "No, you don't love me." He said, "Yes, I do." He says, "Really, if you love me, you would know why I drink." And Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Berdichev said, at that moment, I understood the depth of love. Because what he was saying to him was, why am I drinking? I'm drinking because I'm trying to drown out pain and something that's bothering me. And if you really love me, You would know what bothers me. And you would be able to help to make it better. And this one drunkard told the other one, if you really love me, you would know why I drink. And at that moment, he taught Reb Levi Yitzchak Berditchev, what does love mean? Love doesn't mean what I could get from you. Love means ava, to give. What am I going to give? How am I going to understand what bothers you? Why something's hurting you? What you need? That's what the Torah teaches us about love. My friends, today's a day, a good auspicious day, an omen for creating relationships and marriages. Marriage is sacred. It's a holy thing blessed by the divine. In Judaism, when two people become one, it brings in the blessing of Hashem into it. It's a partnership. And we have the responsibility to teach others about what true love is and what true marriage is, and we have to help create those and find the bashert for each one. And may Hashem bless each one of you that needs to find the bashert, that you should be blessed to find them in the merit of this holy and special celebratory day. And those of you who are having challenges in your relationship, you should be able to strengthen your relationship and find the things that make your partner happy and be able to be giving and be able to find true happiness for yourself too. And all of us in our relationships, we should be able to strengthen them and bring purpose and meaning of godliness and holiness and sanctity to our lives and to our relationships so they could blossom and be celebratory. Have a good day, and may all those who need love find it on this day.